ancestral knowledge from my mom. She's the grower of the specific type of mugwort that she grows for her community and her friends. So when they have anything from inconsistent periods, menstrual cycles, to miscarriages or menopause, she knows that this is what it does, and then so she passes it around. So she grows a bunch of plants in her garden, and then she just picks, she digs one up and then she gifts it to people. So it becomes this community. It's like really great. For the way she grows it, the more she harvests, the more it grows. So she's really keen to share it. I mostly primarily use it for taste. Okay. It's like the nuttiness, the earthiness, a little bit of je ne sais quoi that people can't place on it. I love that. The earth has so many different flavors and minerals, and I think this mugwort has such a specific grassy flavor that's different from other grassy flavors, and I think it's really just very complex grassy flavor. So
Shut up! Yeah, we're here. We're at Escondido Creek. This is a particular place for nature preservation, and the California native species of mugwort, Artemisia douglasania, has been replanted along the banks of the creek. So we are trying to look for evidence of this plant, or find the plant, so that we can forage some.
yeah.
Okay, my name is Len Ting Nguyen. I'm from Vietnam, and I born in North Vietnam. And 1954, I go in South Vietnam. And now, in 1975, I moved in the United States. And I live in the first time in the Wisconsin. And 4 years, and I moved in California, 1979. No, yeah, 79. And I live in LA, and I live in the Gardena, and about 4 years, and I moved in Orange County. And I live this house about 40 years already. And I live in here, and I want a vegetable, and this vegetable I have a trouble, and I have a 50 years old. I have a trouble, and I looking this one called, and look like the medicine, not but it's a vegetable too, and this one taken very good for people, some the lady have a trouble and something. And people ring this one and for blood, and people about 50 years old or 51 years old have a trouble because the almost finished, and the king
Menstrual cycle, period.
And I drink this one about 1 week, and very good. And this one when would help and people cough, and or to eat something with the meat, that's okay. But this one is very good for people. Sometimes and you need, and you cut, and you make and the dry, and you keep, and you drink that look like the tea. Very good. Yeah. And I blend this one a long time ago. Yeah. Sometimes I need, and I drink that. I make look like the tea. Yeah. Okay.
So what's the name in Vietnamese for this plant?
This one called and ngải cứu. Ngải cứu. Called ngải cứu mean lúc này the cứu mean help people.
We are at a farmer's market. Looking for mugwort.
What? Every day's my day.
Right here, Bunny. I'm gonna. Over here. Leave our way.
Coconut milk, coconut water.
Excuse me.
Probably needed some this summer, or did it fall off? What did you think?
Freshly roasted peanuts!
That does smell good.
I was not able to find mugwort in the market. It's not really common as an ingredient here in Southern California. Instead, I ordered it off Amazon. It comes in tea packets because if you're gonna use it for medicinal uses, that's kind of what I read is the best. This is dried mugwort instead of just the plant. It ends up steeping into this green brown color and it kind of like pools at the bottom of the cup. So the plant's definitely being absorbed. Earlier I had poured it in this cup, but it was too dark to see the colors, so I moved it to the white cup. So that's why the cups are different. I looked up mugwort on the internet. You know, we had been talking about it, reading generational sources, but if you just look it up on Google, you get sources like this. They just talk about how to help with your period, how it's been around for a long time, how they recommend people give it a try. There are a few like more official sources talking about it, how it can help with menstruation and all this other stuff, also how to prepare it. They recommend having 2 to 3 cups of tea per day and steeping for 10 to 15 minutes. This is about 10 minutes of steeping. Let's go try. It tastes very plant-like. I shouldn't be surprised because it is a plant, but I am a little. I know teas can have like floral tastes, but this is plants. But I would definitely give it a try. We found so many sources on it that I would just really